Fox. You can go ahead and say hi.
Hi, I'm back. Do you miss me?
Hopefully. Anyways, Dream Legends actually a thing that has not been run at a GD. Whoops. You know what? Let me not. Let me give a little more of a warning. Let me just back out of this.
Did you start the run?
Yes, I did without thinking. Apologies.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't feel bad.
Alright, let me try that proper. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
Alright, Dream Legend has not been in a GDT before in any form. For all challenges, we go through all of these challenges. You'll see a bunch of stages like this. There are a total of, I want to say, there are 8 challenges overall and then 3 races. After that, there are 2 more that unlocked, and we'll be doing those as well.
And so this game is based off of the engine of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which is like the really Kirby's return to form on the Wii. That's also a game that hasn't been shown off in GDQ in a while, actually. But so you're gonna see like the same like engine used there, and in all challenges, it's basically using all the power-ups or a lot of power-ups shown in that game, and speeding through.
And one that isn't.
It's true, one that isn't a power-up.
Because for some reason they decided, oh, let's bring back an ability that hasn't been seen in like 8 years.
Yeah. You know.
You'll see that later. But it's an interesting challenge.
Yeah.
For Sword, there really isn't a whole lot to know. We're just going to be doing a lot of sliding around or a few thrusts here and there. Both of those comprise Sword's best means of movement.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just going to be stuff like this.
Sword's best, like, or not even Sword's, Kirby's best horizontal movement attack is just going to be sliding. Because there really isn't much end lag. Like, if you saw in the Meta Nightmare run, there's a lot of end lag to Kirby, like sliding forever. But in Kirby in this game, it's just fast. It's just like continuously sliding. It's faster than running.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the ability. For example, Parasol, which is coming up really in a few seconds here, you actually have a move called the Parasol Drill. Kirby will basically fly forward with the Parasol stretched out, and that is actually faster than sliding if we basically jump and do that attack. So you'll see the slide and then drill, and then if you hit down in a certain way, you can actually do those twice in the air. It is a little tricky. If you hold down, you end up doing a different attack instead. And if you don't hold enough, you might just not do the attack at all. And you'll just swing the Parasol. I have had way too many instances of not getting that.
Yeah, if you remember the Kirby Superstar run from yesterday, you know, I've noticed that abilities in that game have a bunch of like different moves it can do. Like it kind of has like a moveset, like in like a fighting game. This game is very similar in the way where like each ability has a bunch of different types of moves it can do. So like obviously Parasol can do like that drill. You can just like swing the Parasol like a sword, even though it's an umbrella. It can do like that down attack. So you'll be seeing a bunch of different abilities throughout, or not really abilities, but well, yeah, obviously abilities, but different movesets within that abilities. Yeah.
Yeah, Return to Dreamland is when they started going back to Superstar style for every ability, and it's been that way since. Interestingly, Spark is unique because they decided to give it plasma, basically.
Yes, and I love this version of Spark. It's probably my favorite.
If you're using a Weaver, you'd actually just shake it to do the charge instead. If you aren't, you do it the same way you do in Superstar, so prepare to mash your D-pad a lot.
Yeah.
And also, don't do that.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, what controller are you on?
I'm using a plasma controller.
Oh.
Turns out, another runner of this game, Shiro Kirby, is one of the Japanese runners. Shout out to him, by the way, because he is in the Japanese restream for this game right now.
Oh. Nice.
Anyways, he also uses plasma controller.
Yeah. Shiro kind of blew this game to bits. That's kind of the case for most Japanese runners when it comes to Kirby games. There's at least, like, in the history of a Kirby game, there's going to be one Japanese runner that was just way ahead of everyone else for a very long period of time.
Yeah, and right now that is definitely
It's
Shira,
definitely
Shira Kirby
Shira, yeah.
with a 2030. I
It's
am
something crazy.
really trying to get closer to that. I've yet to get past 2120.
Yeah.
Anyways, after each of these areas, you have a race with Madripoor, because as one of the few people that actually have a T-shirt that says "I survived Kirby," he decided he wanted to race, and kind of made this whole thing as a way to make amends. So
And yeah.
he'll throw obstacles and enemies at you. This gets spicier later.
Yes, it does. We will get there.
But otherwise, for this one we use Parasol because of the abilities that you get in this section. This is the best one we have by far.
Yeah.
Later on, you get the option for Wing, and we're just going to be using that afterwards because Wing is vastly better than Parasol in every way, and is probably the best movement you'll ever see in a modern Kirby game.
Wing movement is great. I also want to mention there's something in this game called King's Trophy. It's really the 100% category, I would say. But if you collect all the coins you see, kill all the enemies, and beat it in a certain amount of time, then you'll get the Platinum Medal. And if you get the Platinum Medal in all of these challenges, you get King's Trophy. And that is one of the hardest, like, to do all those consecutively. It's one of the hardest speedruns, I would say, to do.
And yet the speedrun's like 25 minutes.
It's like barely fast. It's like barely slower than this one. Because like
I have tried it. I am not good at doing it that quickly.
It is. It took me like 2 months to get all the platinum medals. So like shouts to like, of course, Shio Kirby for like being able to do it consistently all the time. Yeah. So
and
we got Whip now.
Anyone who's good enough to actually do it. Anyways, go on, Rock.
Yeah. So we got Whip now. Whip might be my favorite ability in this run. Just because it's. I don't know, it's just so... You got a whip. It's great. You got a cowboy hat.
It does, yeah, it does whip things. Unfortunately, it's not very good at movement at all, so we're just going to basically be sliding everywhere.
Yeah. But you get your yeehaw on. Yeah.
Hit that Waddle Dee for good measure because heck that Waddle Dee in particular.
Only that one, though.
Until we get to... there's a couple more later that I'm probably going to have. Don't worry. We don't want to hit that Bronnervert either, it's a little bit slower. Unfortunately, we hit the Bronnervert, so,
yeah, we take intentional damage there, so we can just move past the Waddle Dees.
bit of a damage boost so we can get through. Normally we do this a little bit faster, but I hit the Bronnervert, that did help. Anyways, now that we're done with Whip, next up is Fighter and one of 3 combat-based challenges. So, part of it's still going to be going fast, but the rest of it's going to be trying to beat up enemies as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of like combos, like throwing enemies into other enemies.
A little bit of combos. Also, lots of Hadouken inputs.
Oh, this is true.
And unfortunately, that Dojo didn't want to play nice, so we had no choice but to fight that one personally.
Yeah, Fighter's great. And Fighter actually gets an upgrade later on in this game, and we'll get there. But I guess while Darksol focused on this, I guess we have time for like a donation.
Yeah, this is pretty much just going to be lots of me fighting enemies right now.
All right, well, we have a $50 donation from Blizzard120, who says, "Hey Soul, Blizz here. All hail the Bean Queen. You made it to GDQ to support those around the world."
That's maybe the one hashtag I should have thought about.
And here I am with everyone else supporting along with you. Looking forward to seeing you run in future events as well. Quick question. When is the Bean Queen going to visit the X-Buster? Donation goes to Soul's Choice and Incentive.
I've been asked about this, and it's going towards upgrading oh jeez, I forget what it was called. Vetronaut. I'm not familiar with that game whatsoever, so I'm just curious to see what that run even is.
We probably have time for one more, so.
Sure, I have a $10 donation from Lemon Carrots that just says, Magolor, 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 Magolor.
We got the good bonkers.
Yeah.
If you attack too quickly, you'll watch the attackers pass through and do nothing. And then bonkers will usually spin and waste a bunch of time, and you just sit there like, great, I'm gonna take about 3 hits while you wait. There's really no exception. It's either you did a good fight, or you do it too quickly and you just waste time because you were too fast.
Right now, we got the best ability in modern Kirby.
Yes. Welcome to Wayne. Welcome to me messing up Wayne.
So
Okay,
for wing,
we're
you
good
have to
now.
have it. Yeah, for wing, you have to have a dashing start in order to do that super fast like wing attack. So Dark Soul, you know, had to like go back and try to get a dash there. So she could just dash through.
I have been having issues with dash inputs with this controller, so that's on me.
But you can just see that was like, and like wing can like fly super high, like flapping because wing bird.
Yeah.
Birds have wings. Last time I checked.
Yeah, unfortunately, this revolves around using up in the jump button. Oops.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
That's okay. You know what? That particular way has never happened before.
That's a new one. Yeah, you can do a little skip there to get like barely above that little, I don't know, purifier things.
But yeah, the second room has lots of up and jump mashing, so you can actually fly faster. Yeah, if you're not careful, you'll actually fly into those gears and you get burned for it. Also, if you hold right near an enemy, you do a scoop attack, and that's what I accidentally did. I did not want to hold right there, I forgot, and I held right.
So we got next Magler base. This one's favorite.
We're just going to be using the wave.
Yeah.
Wing is good, and Wing will get us through this very quickly.
Yeah, you can just see how quickly Wing just like, boom, Magler's already on screen. Like, Wing can literally fly. Yeah, I think there's a little
there
bit.
he is, and now he's gone. And there he is, and now he's gone again.
Yep. But yeah, yeah, he now has spawned these blasters, which will blast you. But there's this long stretch right here where all you do is just fly at the top, and then you at the very end, you just like, you can't even see what's below you.
Midway you'll do a dive so you can actually get closer to the bottom, because otherwise you're going to be really high up and you're going to have to wait for Kirby to fall.
Yeah. But that was really clean. We're heading into...
That's one of the better races. So now I believe we have Last Land. Which, yeah, if you haven't noticed, each of these area names are spell out how was their alliteration, and also spelling out things.
It's Happiness Hall, Apricot Atrium, and Last Land. Yeah, it's just how.
Yeah,
and they all have
they named themselves.
And they all have songs from different, like Last Land is from Shiverstar in Kirby 64. Yep. Apricot Atrium, I believe, was from KDL 3. Yeah. So that's a little.
This is an exception. The song in here is actually unique to this game. One of a couple.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is the other combat one, and this is the Smash ability. I hope you remember Smash as a pretty much melee, because this is based on that version. So lots of beating up enemies, lots of mini bosses trying to show up now. This is King Do. We want to beat it up before it beams us.
Yeah, but like really, Smash, you have a bunch of moves. You got the hammer attack. The hammer, just like Kirby swinging the hammer. I think that does the most damage out of all of them.
It does.
Yeah, and then
and Kirby gets forward smash as a dash attack.
Yes, which is really nice and really fast in terms of movement wise. Not wing fast, but still fast.
It's better than nothing. It's definitely, if you have a choice to go down and slide in, you probably want a little too late on that. But okay, we made it work.
Yeah, you can see like these moves are very reminiscent of his moveset in Smash Bros.
Yep, and now we have Duvior. He's in the air, but we can still hit him.
Yeah, the hitbox extends barely high enough.
Block fast so we don't get hit, so we don't have to waste time with Kirby being electrified.
You can actually do like a little crouch cancel type thing where if you crouch, it like doesn't give you any knockback.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before, but it doesn't always.
It doesn't always work.
You don't always make it work.
Yeah, but like it's a cool little mechanic. It's only in this game and Kirby Squeak Swap for DS. I'm not actually sure if it's in the Return to Dreamland.
I actually don't remember. I don't think it is. And that one we wanted to run away, but we got it.
Yep.
But yeah, all of those are a set pattern. They will always show up in the same form every time you go through this stage.
Yep. At least it's consistent. That makes it really nice. But these last two were probably the trickiest two to get fast, but that was pretty clean.
Shout out to Shiro for having very good notes on how to do certain fights.
Yeah, Shiro did like an entire English commentated run over this run. So if you're interested in learning this run, definitely go check that out.
Definitely watch the full record video on speedrun.com. It has
insane.
very good notes that will give you a very good idea of what to do, and also some strats if you aren't at a high enough skill level to pull them off.
Mm-hmm. And really quick, as we head into the normal challenge, really all we're just gonna be doing is sliding, like we said, and then doing some like
this is for whatever reason a challenge to phase around Kirby without abilities.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to MKK-kun's the Kirby PR point. Yeah, the Kirby speedrunning PR, which is basically like a point ranking based on like a Kirby speedrunner's speedrun time in a game. And this game is part of it, and we call this game free PR points because it's
not really free
linear.
anymore after
They're
the
not free anymore.
Impressive world record from Shiro, though.
Yeah. But look, a bunch of runners just started running this game just to get more PR points. So we called this game free PR points.
And then I started running it, and I've been trying to push it as much as I can, although I am still only like 4 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just did some trick I was made to do because they wanted to until that block. Oh well. We'll just do it just slightly slower. That bounces RNG. If you don't do it, if it doesn't give you what you need, you'll have to take 2 hits.
And it's really important we face left there doing that like down suck thing because we face right, we suck everything. It takes forever. Yeah, it takes so long. So we're heading into our final Magulor challenge, which is a it's another race obviously, but we're allowed to use thankfully every ability that we've been able to access throughout the game. So obviously we're using Wing again.
Yeah, none of it matters. We're using Wing.
Yeah. Well, it does because we get to use Wing, of course. That's what matters.
Okay, it does matter because we get Wing, but it also doesn't matter because we're going to use Wing. Nothing else is better. Also, remember how I remarked races are going to get spicy soon? They're going to get very spicy now.
Yes, this is the
start using Fireball.
Luckily with the Wing, we can, keep up to pace with them. But there's a lot happening on at once, and
if you're not careful, you will take a Fireball to the face, and you'll lose like 2 seconds per Fireball.
Another thing with like Wing's movement is that you can't do a dash attack if you're not, like I mentioned this earlier, but you can't do a dash attack unless you're dashing before. So after you do like a flutter, that instantly cancels your dash state. So you have to hit the ground again before you do a dash attack, which can be a little tricky sometimes, managing that between like flutter and dash.
Now, if this were 80%, this would be it. The run would be over, but it's not. There's going to be 2 more challenges.
Yeah, we just get the credits.
So, unfortunately, much of the credits are actually really neat. I wish I could show them off. Maybe if this comes up in another GD2 run, maybe we'll do like a credits incentive. But otherwise, we're going to go straight to the next race because this will load faster.
Yeah, this is...
Since the race that's already loaded, this means it'll just keep whatever's already loaded.
Yeah, so Magulor race
wants a rematch.
Yeah, it's just same thing we've been seeing, except maybe a little harder.
Yeah.
You probably have time for like a donation or 2 here.
Okay, so we have a $250 donation from RC that says, I have known Sol for a very long time and she is an amazing friend. I am so happy she has finally made it to a GDQ and hope she has many more. Good luck on the run.
So we don't. Okay, we got over the Fireball. That's a good thing. We got that lined up even better. And as I'm trying to get away from this electric ball, you probably have enough time for 1 more donation.
Well, I just have a simple one, a $10 from Serious Beats that just says, hiya!
Fair enough. Well, that's it. Edopoyos are best.
They are the best. They're the reason she's been doing this, since Kirby was invented.
And to round it out, we have Smash Chamber EX, which is lots of fighting, lots of mini bosses.
Best song of the game.
Also, That's a funny way. That's a funny way to call Miracle Matter. We'll be using the final cutter here so we can get these to spawn a little bit faster. But otherwise, it's going to be me fighting these for the moment. There really isn't much else to remark for now, so if there are any more donations, there's definitely going to be time for them during this challenge.
All right, so I have a $35 donation from Mice W that says, Hoya? Hoya!
Hiya! I cannot do it that well.
It's okay, don't feel bad. I have an anonymous $10 donation that says, could I get a Hoya from my friend Taylor? Well, I'll do it. Hiya! And then I have a $50 donation from Kirby that says, I absolutely love Kirby, but seeing this run makes me want to play Super Smash since I've been maining Kirby since forever. Hiya!
Bonkers might get a spin here. Yeah, Bonkers spin.
Yeah.
I mistimed my first hit, so that
spin.
wasted time. It happens.
Yeah, you can keep going, Edo.
Yes.
We have a... I got lost. I have a $35 donation from XCOG that says, I can't resist this mini Kirby block and the prizes it comes with. It'd be worth donating even without the prizes though. MSF is awesome beyond words. Hey Edobean, how about a break from the poyoing? How about a Meta Knight impression if you're up for it? I don't even know if Meta Knight says anything. He just goes, I've always
I think in the anime,
oh, he had like that.
He had like the
like
accent,
that. Yeah, he has like Antonio Banderas voice. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
I would defeat you,
welcome
Kirby.
to the final boss, Wispy Woods.
Yeah, you know Kirby game's very
Wispy
famous
Woods.
battle boss is Wispy.
It's not a Kirby game without Wispy.
Yep, you just
And
sit there
yeah.
and hammer. It's great.
And we're gonna get sucked in, that's okay. We'll just shake out. Hit him with some more hammers.
And you don't get hit by that.
To the fight,
Yeah. It's
but that's fine. And that's Wispy, regards have been sent.
yeah, and time's coming up pretty soon.
And yeah, time will be coming up when the message that all challenges are completed. So
Time.
on my end, I have a 21:52.
Nice, good run.
Yay.
I'm not sure what the timer is on GDQ's. It's GDQ's end, but
Seems a little behind, but yeah.
oh, okay. So yeah, there really isn't much else. I do want to do some shout outs to several, entirely too many friends of mine. There's definitely a couple that have really lit a fire under me over the last few months. Definitely lots of shout outs to the Kirby community as a whole. Shout outs to,
Yes.
Shasta, Rod, Cocoon. Definitely shout outs to Shiro. I'm sure he's done a really good job explaining everything in this run. Definitely join the Kirby Discord. We would be glad to have you. Lots of really helpful people, myself included. Maybe more people, maybe others will try to run this game because there's really not that many runners for this one.
Yep, this run is sick. Please run this game. Please run this game and return to the
It's actually really good, and who knows, maybe I'll learn all challenges. But
Or King
otherwise, I think I'm good. Is there any other shout-outs you might want to do, Ron? I know you did a few already for
Yeah, I did a
the
ton
race.
already, but shout out to the entire Kirby community. And especially the JP community as well. I wasn't able to shout them out. Bakaza, Mary, Shiro, Zonky, Cyril, Cabbage, all those lads. But yeah, make sure to join the Discord.
Yeah.
I went to the Discord after my run and saw people already asking how to learn Meta Nightmare, which is the coolest thing to me. But yeah, make sure you guys if you're interested, join the Discord. Check us out, and make sure you guys follow Darksol188. If you heard the donation earlier of Bean Queen.
Yes,
yeah.
I definitely do. I speedrun a
100%.
lot of Kirby games. I do stream pretty regularly. And yes, there are definitely Bean memes here and there. Thanks to a certain marathon that happened only like a week ago.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. Shouts to Darksol. Go follow her. Shouts to Edo as always for putting up with
yes.
Kirby speedrunners for the past how
I've
long
lost
has
count. How long?
how long? Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you guys so
right.
much.
But yes, thank
And
you.
make sure-
Thanks for having us.
Make sure not to go anywhere there. Next up, we have an insanely cool run. It's Super Mario Odyssey, talk 2% with dangers. You don't want to miss that. It's basically, if you know what a randomizer is, it's that, but in-game. It's cool. Yeah.
All right, amazing job, Dark Soul, with that run. Really, really cool to watch. I've never done those challenges before. Oh, I need to keep up with my Kirby games. All right, I'm gonna read some donations for you guys. We have a $100 donation from Rox himself that says, "Thank you so much, GDQ, for letting me show off my masked Blue Boy speed through Dreamland like that. It was an absolute honor showing this off to all of you. And huge shout outs to Shasta for racing it with me. Good luck, Dark Soul, which we already went, and everyone else on the rest of their runs." And then Shasta also donated $100 saying, "Donating for all 5 deaths I had during the Meta Nightmare run. GG's to Rox on an amazing race. Happy we were able to show off such a fun and difficult run during this event. Don't miss the rest of the runs as well because you are going to love them all today. The schedule is stacked. Also, please go follow Rox _ on Twitch if you haven't already. Also, hiya!" And then Infinite Egg donates $10 that says, I have to say this in the most serious voice possible. Hoyo. I hope I did that right. I hope it wasn't creepy. $100 from Kirby that says, "Looking forward to the Kirby block today. Thanks to GDQ for doing such amazing work with this awesome marathon." And we are going to talk about NIS and their amazing new game, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. Yes, play as any of the 6 notorious monstrums, each with their own unique gifts that grant abilities such as scaling sheer walls or detecting hidden objects to protect the city from shadowy creatures. It is launching this week for Nintendo Switch and PC. Learn more at play-ys.com. Once again, it is play-ys.com. All right, guys, I'm going to read a couple more donations as we're getting close to the next game, which is Super Mario Odyssey. Let's do the Odyssey. All right, we have a $25 donation from Neon that says, "I see GDQ. I hear hiya. I donate." That makes sense. MDiv, thank you so much for your $10 donation. They say, "I'm so hyped for another GDQ event. And on the side note, quite happy to see the return of the virtual crowd. I know, I love the crowd. It is so cute. I love it." And now I am handing this over to Scent to show our lovely prizes. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Edobean. As mentioned, my name is Scent. I'm here to show you all some of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating to SGDQ. And we've almost already raised $200,000 for MSF. That is just absolutely ridiculous to me. Everyone at home, give yourselves a big round of applause for that. But the marathon is, of course, just getting started. We've got so many more amazing games in the event and so many more amazing prizes that you can win by donating. Let's talk about a few of them because there certainly are some great ones coming up. Now, all of the prizes I'm going to be talking about right now are from now until the end of Bayonetta a little bit later tonight. So just keep an eye out on them. Get those donations in early. Get those donations in often because you don't want to miss out on any of this great stuff. Stuff like Paul Bunyan sent us this lovely Moai papercraft artwork right here. Yep, this is entirely papercraft of one of the weirdest but kind of coolest captures in Super Mario Odyssey. I'm a big fan of it. It's got the funky shades and the earrings and the little plant for hair. I'm a big fan of the Moai. You got the little cactus in the background and the dooms for depth. And again, this is all paper. There's no art materials here. It's just colored paper. It's a super cool piece. $10 minimum donation from now until the end of Bayonetta. Thank you so much to Paul Bunyan for sending it out to us. Now, from our friends over at Fangamer and a longtime friend of the stream, Carrie Fry, we have this absolutely lovely Hollow Knight Wanderer's Journal. This thing is just amazing. It is packed full of incredibly lovely art of all of the characters in Hollow Knight. You gotta check it out. It's only a $10 minimum donation to be entered to win. Look at how shiny the cover is. You can't resist picking up a Hollow Knight Wanderer's Journal. Come on, get those donations in. And worst case scenario, I hear there's an NPC who gives like 300 geo for each of these. So, I mean, it has a use even in your speedruns. Make sure to get one today. Oh, gotta reach a little off screen for some of these, but trust me, it is worth it. This is the wrong direction. This is the wrong direction. This is the correct direction for this lovely fused glass Yoshi's egg piece sent to us by Katie Hughes. Thank you so much, Katie, for sending it out to us. It's amazing. Each one of those little squares you can kind of faintly see is a piece of melted glass. It's kind of like the glass version of a parlor. Super cool art style, super cool end result. You got a Yoshi's egg right there. Loud and clear, in a frame, with a stand, so you can just set it up somewhere. I'm going to set it right here on the couch next to me. It's a $15 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in from now until the end of Bayonetta. Oh, there are just so many wonderful prizes here. Gotta reach a little to get some of them, but trust me, it's worth it. From Mr. Enigma, we have Hornet and the Vessel Amigurumi. These are super cool, and I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Enigma. Apparently, just a super cool guy reached out to me and mentioned, you know, hey, I have a following on TikTok. We do amigurumi figures, and I recently published a tutorial. I think it would be really cool if I, reached out to my TikTok community and was like, hey, who wants to, use this tutorial, make something of your own, send it in, and then we'll do a big group donation from the Enigma TikTok community. And they did, and the results are amazing. And they've actually been a lot of the amigurumi figures that you've seen as prizes up in the marathon so far. So big shout out to Mr. Enigma and his community for sending all of these in. Again, Hornet and the Vessel, $15 minimum donation. They come together because you can't separate them, and they are wonderful. Thank you so much. Now, from Retroverse, we have pretty cool prize here. Some of you might be familiar with it. It's a Nintendo Switch. Not sure what else to say about it. You all know what it is. It's a Nintendo Switch. It's a great console. It's portable. It's got a wonderful library on it. It's a $20 minimum donation. Thanks so much to Retroverse for providing one for the event. You want to win it. It's got red and blue Joy-Cons. You can see those right here. Get your donations in from now until the end of Bayonetta. And while you're donating for that Switch, maybe you should donate for a game to play on that Switch. The Switch has a great library. There are so many wonderful games, including games that are in our marathon, maybe even games that are coming up right next. So I think you all know what game I'm thinking of right now. That's right, Hollow Knight. The answer was Hollow Knight. Everyone at home got that, right? I hope so. From Fangamer and Team Cherry, we have this lovely Switch edition of the Hollow Knight Collector's Edition. It's super cool. It's got a little Vessel figure in there. It's got a map. It's got, I believe, a steel case for the game. Wonderful, wonderful little Collector's Edition. It's a $20 minimum donation. But wait a minute, because it doesn't come by itself. Oh, sorry, is this yours? I'm going to need it for a minute. You also get this absolutely adorable Shade plushie. When you squeeze it, the eyes light up and it plays the Shade jingle from Hollow Knight. It's so cool. They come together as a bundle. It's a $20 minimum donation for your chance to win both. Make sure to get those donations in. And while you're getting donations in for both of those, remember about our grand prizes. $250 cumulatively throughout the marathon. If you get that much in throughout the marathon, you're going to be entered to win not one, but 2 amazing grand prizes from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. Shout outs to Heroic Replicas, by the way, especially Dave at Heroic Replicas for making all of these. You get your choice of one of their amazing replicas. You got to go over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker. It's got a list and an album of all of your choices, but there are some really standout ones there. There's, of course, the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, the regular stuff, but there's some new cool stuff in there too. Stuff like the Megaton Hammer, stuff like He-Man's Sword, stuff like the Thundercat's Sword of Omens, stuff like the Minecraft Diamond Sword. Everyone knows what a diamond sword looks like. You could have one in real life if you win this grand prize. You gotta go over to gamesdonequick.com to check it out. You gotta make sure you donate at least $250 throughout the course of the event. And our other amazing grand prize, I cannot stress enough how ridiculous it is that we got this, is Skytech Gaming sent us out a Mark 9 PC. It's got a ton of just absolutely impossible to find parts right now. I know I've been on lists, I've been on scrambles, I've been in raffles to try and get some of these parts. I haven't been able to, but they built an entire PC out of them, put it together, sent it out to us. It's super cool. You gotta go over to gamesdonequick.com to check out a pic of it, to check out the full specs behind it. And again, that's a $250 minimum donation throughout the entire event. Now, real quick, while I have everyone here, got an important message for you. You see, throughout the entire month of July, Games Done Quick is donating all of the revenue that they receive after taxes from subs and bits right back to MSF, right back to charity. So that means when you subscribe to the channel, the portion of that subscription that Games Done Quick would receive, minus the taxes that they need to pay on it, will be donated directly back to MSF. Now, here's where it gets fancy, because if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. And if you have Prime Gaming, then every month you get a token for a free subscription to you to a channel of your choice. You get to use all the emotes, you get all the benefits of being a subscriber, but here's the important part. The channel still gets the full revenue from that subscription. So that means if you've got Amazon Prime, you can use that free subscription on Games Done Quick, and we will donate the revenue from that subscription minus taxes right back to the charity. You got Amazon Prime, your mom's got Amazon Prime, your grandma's got Amazon Prime, get them to use that free subscription. Remember, it's all going to an absolutely amazing cause, and we've already raised so much. I know we're going to raise so much more throughout the week, and I'm so excited for it. But anyway, if you have any questions about the marathon at all, you should head over to gamesdonequick.com if you're not already there. And if you are, you should take a look at the tracker, because it's got all the information you need. It's got the information on upcoming incentives that you can donate towards, because you don't have to donate specifically for the prizes. You just have to donate the minimum value. You can put that donation towards whatever you want. Incentives like the DMC difficulty upgrade. Look, I'm just gonna be straight with you. You're not playing Devil May Cry unless you're playing on, a harder difficulty, right? You're playing on an easier difficulty. Is it really Devil May Cry? I think we still need about $5,000 to make that happen. It's a few runs away. I know it's going to happen. I have faith. All of the amazing prizes that you can win, prizes like all the prizes I've shown, plus plenty more super awesome ones. And of course, all of the great speed runs that you can catch at GDQ. You don't want to miss any of them. Coming up next, we have one of the ones I am most excited for. It's Super Mario Odyssey Talk 2%. Now, any percent you've heard of, you can do whatever you want. 100%, do everything. Low percent, do what, like the least possible to beat the game. Talk 2%, listen to a bird and somehow route the game around what the bird tells you to do. I don't know how that's going to happen, but Dangers certainly does. So let's send it back up to Edobean as we get ready and hype for that run.
All right, guys, and this is where I must take a step back. But don't worry, I will be back on Wednesday. Thank you, people that are watching, viewing, whether they're at home, whether it's on the phone. Make sure you hydrate, make sure you get those snacks, and make sure you stay safe. I will be back Wednesday, and I am throwing this out to Super Gemus. And thank you so much. Hiya.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2021, powered by Twitch. I am Super Jamoose, and I'll be your host for this comfy Super Mario block on your Monday evening. If you're just settling in after a long, hot day at work, or set up with your takeout, your home-cooked dinner, or maybe you're able to catch us on your mobile app, whatever your situation, we are so glad you could join us tonight. Up next, we have Danger taking us on an odyssey, a Super Mario Odyssey, the Talkin' 2% run, and you don't want to miss it. Now, I'm being told we need to go to some messages, so just stay right there. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Before we get going into our next segment, let's get into some donations, shall we? I have a $50 donation from Siphon. Good luck to all the runners, and thanks to all the staff and donors. Let's hit 3 million for MSF this week. $50 from Egghead, donating for Cent, the best prize man of all time. It always raises my spirits to see you on screen. Thanks for your hard work and endless energy. Is it Mario time yet? I think it's Mario time. We've got Dangers on deck to take us through Super Mario Odyssey Talkin' 2% run. Without any further ado, Dangers, the floor is yours. Let's go!